Hello everybody, Manofinterests here, bringing you some new keyboard content. Every week I plan on making a video briefly going over some of the major topics of the week for the keyboard community. So, let's get into it. Beginning of last week was a very powerful start of the week with GMK Carbon coming out on Massdrop, as well as their novelty set, and of which both met the minimum order quantity in less than a day. By Tuesday, over 500 sets have been ordered. Today is Sunday, and as of right now, 763 sets of GMK Carbon have been purchased, making it one of the most successful GMK drops of all time. And it makes sense, it's down to $106 for a full set, including so many useful compatibility keys. On a separate drop, they have the novelty set, which definitely met MOQ, but isn't as popular, of course, as the main sets. Moving on with more GMK news, Evangs, or Evangs, the man behind the Van 44 40% keyboard, started his own interest check on Geekhack for GMK mod set for his Van 44 keyboard. To Evangs, good luck with that. I really hope it works out. I really do like your Van 44 keyboard, and let's hopefully have more things for that keyboard. And the beginning of last week, I also saw a lot of the suited up keycaps from the July 4th sale be shipped out. There's plenty of pictures on Reddit now, so those look wonderful. And the last thing on Monday that really caught my eye was there was a production update from Keyboardio. So some of you might remember Keyboardio is a split ergonomic keyboard that they say is an heirloom grade keyboard for the serious typist. The keyboard has either Matthias quiet clicks or Matthias click switches with full RGB fanciness, split keyboard, nice wood palm rests, interesting ergonomic shape. Wonderful. Things were going really well. I mean, there was over 2,000 backers for this project, and unfortunately recently they've gotten derailed since their original factory backed out. So the other day, beginning of the week, they gave us a little production update and a production schedule, with the estimated ship date being November 1st for the internal estimates. I think this is good. Things are getting back on track. I did not join that group buy, but I'm definitely following it because it definitely looks like a great keyboard to have down the line. Will I get it in the future? To be decided, to be decided. I like the idea of it though. So that's just Monday. Tuesday, more exciting things happened. Another progress report from Ellipse for the ModelFKeyboards.com. If you've been following it, the man there has been doing a group buy for new F62 and F77, I think, sized keyboards, which are Model F Kish Saver and basically the Kish Saver plus the number pad on the side. I'm really excited for this. I mean, I love the feel of capacitive buckling springs, which are in fact different from membrane buckling springs that you'd find in a Model M, for example. The Model F buckling spring has a metal flipper that slams directly onto the PCB, so it's more of a crisp feeling than the membrane buckling spring where it's compressing down still a plastic membrane over the PCB. Everyone loves the Kish Saver and is really excited for it, mostly because it's a 60% buckling spring keyboard. Sure, he's bringing back that giant bezel, but that just is that classic look. So he had to put an update. The die-cast molds are done. I guess the factory's going to go start in production pretty soon, which is exciting. Also on Tuesday, Originative announced two group buys they're running now. GMK Skeletor, which was designed by Nubinator on Geekhack. It's a nice, really bold set. It's going to be displayed here. As well as Originative is also bringing out GMK Ceresia, which I'm not sure if I pronounced the Latin right, but it is a mod set with one of the brand new colors that GMK is bringing out. Awesome. And in news, Tom's Hardware reported that the Ducky Shine 6 is considering having the optical Flaretech switches in them, which I think is going to be really interesting if manufacturers and developers start using and taking advantage of analog switches. Will they in the future? I'm not sure. I've never tried one yet. I mean, I think the switch will only catch on if it's a good switch. And moving on, Up Keyboards has restocked on Z cases, nice 3D printed 60% cases. Go grab them if you need. Originative has also launched their group buy for the modern Beige sets, which like they are manufactured by Mod Keyboards. There's a lot of options for blank, die sub, dual legends like Cyrillic, JIS, Hangul. Yeah, that's pretty good price for those sets. Pretty happy to see more die sub options coming out. And as the week goes farther, on Thursday, MaNiFeX, his first group buy is GMK Stormtrooper. I know, a lot of GMK going on this week. Originally the deadline was supposed to be for Friday, the 15th, but he's extended the deadline till the end of the month, so hopefully he makes MOQ. It's a nice, clean, black on white GMK set. As of Thursday the 14th, he had 120 out of 150. He's still working on trying to get that minimum order quantity, so good luck, MaNiFeX. He's a pretty cool guy. He runs meetups up in I feel horrible now, Seattle or Portland. Sorry, totally forgot. Let's see. Oh, wonderful news. There's another Massdrop for PBT Topre Spacebars. These are big now because no longer are people needing to trade, you know, like $25+ or their soul for one of those rare Topre Spacebars, or they don't have to join one of the buys for a new real force that they don't particularly need. So the buy for the Spacebar, that is popping right now. They're at 1,417 orders in, and we still have 7 days left on that. So people are getting on that pretty quickly. Moving on in the news, mechanicalkeyboards.com is now selling Filco keyboards. Filco keyboards are wonderful keyboards. They have a great OEM. I've only had one Filco keyboard, a Magistouch TKL with MX Blue switches. The plate feels really good. The case is built really well in those keyboards, and it's nice that they're going to be more easily available in the US markets. Moving on Friday, Matteo, the same man who brought us our PBT Topre Spacebars, has decided that to allow Pimp My Keyboards to continuously stock Granite. No more waiting for this year, next year's Granite run. PMK will always have Granite sets in stock, which is wonderful because, I mean, if he doesn't run a new one, someone else is going to try to swoop in and steal Granite from him, or you'll see lots of Chinese clones, and Matteo said that he didn't want that. So he's letting PMK run it indefinitely, which is great. Also on Friday, Fang is now starting up his group buy for the Smart 68 and Smart Pad. These are, the Smart 68 is a 68 key keyboard aluminum case, but it has allows for cherry hot swappable switches, which is going to be really interesting. Hopefully it works out really well. I haven't tried a hot swappable keyboard before. I know that there's some Chinese clones that are already out there that you can get from Taobao and etc, 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 but I'm excited to see how what looks like going to be a very quality, well-built keyboard does with hot swappable switches. And yesterday, today is Sunday as I'm recording this, yesterday, Saturday the 16th, was the Portland, Oregon meetup. I've been driving all day, so I haven't had a chance to see pictures, but I'm sure that there'll be plenty of pictures on Reddit. I'll have a link down below on what's happening, as well as links for all the other articles. I wasn't paying attention to the news Saturday, unfortunately, but I don't think too many things happened. And today, earlier today, Up Keyboards has announced that they are working with JD Carp for the, JD Carp for the JD40 keyboards, which are now available on Up. Another 40% keyboards. Really nice. It was designed by JD Carp. The parts are going to be sourced by Leandrin, who's in Europe. He also runs his own round-by-round group buys. Yeah, and that's mostly the news for this week. Things will hopefully be slightly better next week as I'm working on this. The backgrounds are going to change. I mean, I'm still hoping to have that California meetup flag in the background, but I'm moving this week down to SoCal from where I am. So that's why this is going to be slightly late on release, and my next video might be slightly late for the same reason. But if you like listening to keyboard news, stay tuned, guys. Thanks.